giggles. FPV is Adrian. He'll go underneath, uh, run around a racetrack with his drone like he's racing. Very thrilling stuff. So I was removing the label from this package. This package had circumstance. I got this package, came in 5 days after my mother died, and it was set to the side. I had purchased it at auction before she passed, and so much has happened that honestly I have no idea what this is. Time's kind of like that. It's funny in a way. It does say it's fragile. And this comes from, it doesn't remove the address. It comes from Tricia. And Tricia is from the Sandy and Otto channel. And she ships from the West Coast, I believe. Yes, she ships from the West Coast. So this package came across the country. And I've watched her auctions a lot, but I have very infrequently bought from her. I don't know why. She has very, very lovely items that she presents. And she's been doing this for a very long time. All right, on the very top, we have peanuts. We have Happy St. Patrick's Day, so it's probably a St. Patrick's Day auction. I had someone who was picking up my empty boxes, and they got mad. I had marked the items that had been sold or picked up, and the person, I guess, came after the other person came because it's first come, first serve, and they tore down my gnome leprechaun. Oh, look at this. It's pretty doily. Good morning. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm doing an unboxing this morning. Is that Bucko? But you're welcome in, even if I'm confused about your name. Happy Tuesday. We call it Taco Tuesday around here. Oh, look at this. Miniature postcard. How lovely. And here's some stickers, or these I think will go on, they're like window clings. I don't think they're like stickers, and they're botanicals. That is so cool. I had put window clings and stuff up for the holidays, large ones. But these are nice little delicate butterflies and flowers. How awesome. And here's yet another butterfly. And we have Stash English Breakfast Tea. Black tea, the noir. So it's a dark tea. Very good. Put that over here. And here is a little tiny pendant key. These things are very lovely. Thank you, Tricia. And here we have Earl Grey. I love Earl Grey. Yes. I love Earl Grey with Thin Mints. And here we go. Sandy and Otto. There's a QR code. Thank you for supporting my small business. Okay, now we have peanuts. Oh dear. Oh no, some fell on the floor. Some more fell on the floor. Here we go. At this point, I'm hoping this is one item. And I can pull it out. Oops, nope, it's more than one item. I got more peanuts going in the floor. Hang on. Another bubble wrap item. Oh. Okay. Set this over here to the side just for a moment too. And there's more. Oh, wait a minute. No, there's not. That's the bottom there. It's in foam that's put in plastic. So we got two bubble wrap items. And we got peanuts everywhere. So give me a second. I'm going to take this knife out of these peanuts so I don't cut myself while I'm picking up peanuts. She laid these plastic pieces on the top, on the rib of the box on the top, so that way the peanuts wouldn't come out while it was being shipped. I've seen people put barriers across the top of the box where it's going to be opened or could be opened. Like if somebody wanted to open it for half a second, you know, and feel around and see what's inside, you know, kind of thing, that it would prevent them from doing that or prevent the peanuts from falling out or whatever else is in there from falling out. Guess I'll worry about the what's in the floor later. I could have lost up to 5 peanuts. Peanuts, get your peanuts. Okay. I usually don't close the box up to this level before I move it out of the way, but I don't want peanuts all over. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what I got from Trisha. And you know what? I'm just as curious as you are at this point. We go through stressors in life. Big stressors we forget. Now look at the chat in a minute. I'm not ignoring anyone. This auction is in early April, around St. Patrick's Day or just before. Get me some scissors. No, that's open. Anticipation. It's making me wait. It's like that ketchup commercial. Yeah, I had a reseller that I did an unboxing for recently. And she was just like, I had bought a piece of jewelry from her, and I had to turn it to put it on, and I had to unwrap it. And she was watching the video, and I didn't show the piece soon enough because she's like, finally, you showed it. Well, sometimes these things take a moment. Oh, this is Blue Willow. Oh my God, this is Blue Willow. How adorable. And this is from Japan. Oh, how perfect. I love Blue Willow. Blue Willow is based on a love story. And this is made in Japan. And this is so ironic because Blue Willow was invented in Staffordshire, England. That's where the pattern was made. And it was because the area residents, the people in the United Kingdom and London and all of England, were crazy about Asian art at the time in China. And so they, oh, this is perfect. There's 3 of these little plates, and I didn't even plan this. And I got 3 little egg cups. Oh, look how perfect that is. Oh my goodness. I can't imagine what's in here. It's a larger Blue Willow. I mean, potentially, I could have, I've also got Blue Willow cups. So I could have tea and crumpets and a hard-boiled egg. I could have a nice little brunch with Blue Willow. I also have the small plates and large plates in Blue Willow. Let's see if this is also Blue Willow. Oh, yes, it is. All right. And these are also small plates. This is part of the Blue Willow scene. I love this. And it says Japan on the back. So we have, okay, like each one of these has an element of the larger Blue Willow plates. Because here's the pagoda, here's the bridge, here's some more of the trees. Oh, the bridge is in this one. Okay. And the pattern of the edging is different. This has more of the traditional pattern on it, and this just has these symbols on it. Oh my goodness. So these are slightly different, even though they're marked Japan, and it looks like the same writing. Let's see if this one matches. This one's completely different too. Okay, this is also made in Japan, but it's more of a labeled company. Now, these also have these 2. Now, this is a straight up plate with no indentation for the cup, but look at that one. All of these are different. Just beautiful. They're all different. They're all Blue Willow. So nice little eclectic collection. And 2 of these I can put saucers on, and 1 is a flat plate. And all of 3 of these are for small saucers or egg cups. And I have 3 egg cups. And I have 3 egg cup saucers. So that worked out really well. I couldn't be more happier. Good morning, Noah. I know it's laggy. It happens. Actually, I've got something here that is related to Noah. Look, Noah, I have your ark. It's Noah's Ark. So we got giraffes and zebras and lions, and I guess those are hippos and chickens. And we have this dog up here, which is unproportionately big, and a seal. Look at the size of that dog. So that's hilarious. I don't know why they made that dog so big. This is from Home Co. Made in Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka, for those of you who don't know, is the island, very large island, below India. That's its own country. Sri Lanka. So that was fun. Matter of fact, I can set, see which one of these is the plate. I'm going to set this moon pie out on that plate. Oh, that's just lovely. It just takes the simplest things to please me. And it started out with such a small package and life surrounding it, or death in this case. I didn't remember the joy of discovering these at auction. I just remembered why I hadn't unboxed it. And it's just lovely. But I thought, oh, this is going to be more stuff that I'm just going to have to pass on or donate. I thought it might have been a gift from my mother, but which would have been really, really sad. But it was for me, for our family, to enjoy tea and crumpets with, or our moon pies, as fate would have it. I am so sorry. I'm sad this morning, but you know, if you do a morning live, sometimes it's, you know, life just happens around you, and, you know, you get what you get. And today, I'm remembering, because of when I ordered this and why I hadn't opened it, I'm remembering my mother this morning. But these have to be washed anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and look at what's in here. Normally, I wouldn't open something like this around dishes. Adaptive Smooth Hydrate Activated Mist. Now, I brought this in out of a box of things that I had unboxed but had not looked at closely. Shake well, use daily as needed, avoid contact with eyes. Well, and with dishes too. So this is Adaptive and Smooth Hydrate Activated Mist. Let's see if the instructions are in my language. A lot of times they're not. I mean, the title of the mist is on there. Ultrafine antioxidant mist instantly hydrates pre and post makeup for a dewy finish throughout the day. Our pro-grade formula features a shea butter encapsulated pentapeptide hydrating plus pumping hyaluronic acid and smoothing adaptogens to lock in moisture while helping to protect skin from free radical damage. This product is continuously created in California with respect for the planet in refillable glass packaging. So I could order a refill. Technically, don't know if the company is still in business. Facial mist. Look at the size of this print. I don't even know if the camera can catch that. Okay, well, I'll put this on later when I'm not near the dishes. I mean, they do have to be washed anyway, but I'm not going to mist myself here at the table. So today I have an unboxing from Joe Mouse Creations, and then Thursday and Friday I have unboxings at 3:30 from Tooch Man, all things Tooch. And Wednesday, I have a Bible reading, and I'm starting the book of John. I'm so excited. John was one of the epistles that was much more spiritual than the others. And then Saturday morning, I have a reading from Proverbs. And then Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be reading the rest of Leviticus 13. And Sunday morning, I'll be giving an adult Bible study. And then I have shorts scattered throughout here and there. And I just uploaded 2 videos, I believe, for this Thursday morning that I took horizontally, not vertically, because they're not shorts, even though one's just over 3 minutes and one's I think 1 minute and 15 seconds. But they both are about a car accident that I didn't witness, but I heard happen over on Roosevelt Boulevard. And I went over there and I heard the police and the sirens and all that. So I went over and I looked at what was going on. So instead of tomorrow morning on Wednesday, I'm having another live. And then on Thursday, I have those 2 short videos out that are not shorts. And then I'll be back on live for Friday for Thank God It's Friday. Oh, it's Tuesday. And on Tuesday, I don't see my big Q. But on Tuesday, you can ask me questions because it's QuesDay. So, what happened to my Q? How curious. But I don't see my Q. I didn't miss a Q though. So anyway, you all can ask me any question you want. And I'll be happy to answer it. If you ask me anything too absurd, I of course will not answer it. We had 2 Aviv this past weekend, which is a Jewish holiday, and it's kind of like the Jewish Valentine's Day. And that's why, woo, I have these red goblets out and the 10 Commandments back here in between them. and the jewelry draped on the Ten Commandments. But it's 6 days after Tisha B'Av, which is a very sad Jewish holiday. So it's just like they have their day of sadness and mourning, and then in 6 days later, they have a day of love and romance, and I guess people comforting each other through the sadness and going into a time of celebration, of new life, new renewal after they've grieved death. And I think that happens to people. I think, we're ready to move on here. We have been. Then something happens. I found a package that I didn't open because, life. But I love this blue willow pattern. Oh, I see. There's an arrow now. We have a new comment. Good morning, Doretha. How are you doing today? I unboxed these beautiful blue willow dishes this morning. And there's 3 of these small plates. Actually, one of them is a plate. This is an actual small plate. And these 2, which are both different from each other, have the indentation for a cup. And I've got plenty of cups. And then I didn't get this morning. This comes from Trisha. Sandy and Otto is the name of the channel. And then I got these 3 little saucers. And it ended up that this egg holder I got from another package this week fits perfectly on this small saucer. Because I was wondering, because I didn't have the small cups, and I think I was even wondering at the auction, it's been like 4 months ago, what in the world I was going to use the small saucers for. And then I got these in the meantime. Yes. And I don't know if you know the story of the blue willow. Blue willow was originally made in England because Chinese and Asian stuff was so wildly popular. They made up this lacquerware from a Japanese legend. And the legend is true, but it being from China or Japan at the time was not. So this whole pattern for China was kind of made up on a fraud. And there were telltale signs that people who knew better could have seen at the time. These, the original borders, see if I can find a hint of it here. Oh, there's a little bit of hint, but they had Greco-Roman patterns in it. And true Japanese wear at that time wouldn't have had anything Greco-Roman in it because the Japanese were isolationists and did not like the impact of other cultures and fought it for hundreds, if not thousands of years. So nothing Greco-Roman would have been on anything truly Japanese. But here are the lovebirds up here. And what happened was the man that owned all of this land had a daughter who fell in love with the family accountant. And the family accountant was working class. And he wanted his daughter to marry a nobleman who had as much land or more than he did, because that's what people did then, is they married their daughters off to, the princess married a prince so they could combine kingdoms. And so that's what this man wanted to do. He wanted to marry her off to an elderly gentleman that had as much wealth as he did. And, true love won the day, and they tried to escape, and they got killed. And they reincarnated as these lovebirds so they could stay together. So that's kind of that story, very much summarized, but true to the original story. So, oh dear. But I'm glad you stopped in. And I would say cheers, but this, well, I guess I could put sake in these too. Although I don't drink. It's not good for my health. I don't have any problem as far as thinking it's a sin to drink if I don't drink in excess or drink beyond my budget. So that would make a good sake cup in addition to making an egg cup. I don't want to put a large egg in there. A medium egg would be fine. It does have a couple ink spots down in there, but you know, it's baked in like the rest of it. It's food safe. So I'm very happy with what I've gotten this morning in my unboxing. So check out my unboxing at 3:30 with Joe Mouse Creations. I miss Joe. I talked about Joe a little bit yesterday, but I'm going to go ahead and go. And you all have a wonderful and blessed day.